from?
So I think the time could have come from me creating boundaries.
Ooh, okay. Tell us more.
And the reason I say that is because I became the yes person. I
Okay.
became the people pleaser. So, yes, while I had a very busy job and while I had a schedule with my kids and I used my weekends to be with them, I did not tell other people no. So if my family needed absolutely anything, if my sisters needed absolutely anything, if the school for my kids needed absolutely anything, it didn't matter how busy I was. If my work needed absolutely anything, I was all in, right? I remember I worked so much that if my kids got sick, I would bring them to my doctor's office and put them in a room on the other side that we had so that I could take care of them and still do my job.
Wow.
There were no boundaries. There was no, I don't have the capacity for this. There
Yeah.
was no, I can't do this. This comes first. I didn't have that ability. And I think that if I would have created that ability and I would have started putting those boundaries out there, even if they were small, right? That would have created the space for me to then be able to be with myself because I would have taken my lunches when I had an hour and a half instead of finding things to do in the office
Yeah.
that were not necessarily my responsibility. I could have read books at that time, right? In the evenings when my kids went to bed and all of my schoolwork was done, because a lot of times I would do it at the beginning of the week so that I had that week in case something happened. I could have made time for that, right? Instead of I'm always the one that will cook or, oh, I'm happy to come over and help you do something that you need, right? Boundaries is what really would have come into play. It's not necessarily that I needed to make the time. I could have found the time, but I was in such a mode of doing so many things for other people.
Yeah.
I did not have the time for myself.
Wow. Totally get it. 100%. And I think so many people listening can totally relate to that on multiple levels.